Hello, welcome back. Last time I finished 5th level. This hold is 1/5 of the way done. 6th level. Perhaps the level architect was trying too hard to make his point, whatever that point was. In any case, you can be thankful that there are no other levels in Dugan's dungeon like this one. Okay. Oh, wait a second, is this? No. I'm wondering when we're gonna get to the tar stuff level. Not yet. Apparently the Journey to Rooted Hold mud level is like a mirror image of the King Dugan's Dungeon tar level or something. Look forward to that. Hi Wraithwings. Apparently I've decided this is the room I'm doing. You gonna bite me? Okay, so I just sort of have to know... Well, no, if I kill one then it's... I don't know if any of these are close enough to influence stuff. Anyway, trapdoors exist. There are other orbs. Is there a mimic somewhere? There is. In fact... Oh, that's a force arrow. I saw something kind of cyan-colored under that queen, and I'm like, is there another mimic potion? Nope. Just an arrow. If I went over that trapdoor... It doesn't particularly look as though it would matter at all. So no brains yet. Brains are in this game somewhere. So it looks like I can just get everywhere I want to be, pretty much. Do I even need to drink that potion? Because I can walk through here, stab those... Ah, but then I get stuck. Okay, so yes, that is necessary. But the other one doesn't... Oh, yes it is because of this. Okay, fair enough. Force arrows going west. Okay. Right. Do that. Do the other one. Chase down that queen. Ignore the Wraithwing, I guess. Won't be able to forever, but for now I can. Okay, well, someday I'll kill you. Ah! Gonna kill the things that actually will bite me first, though. Oops. Is that a problem? No. It's fine. Alright, a couple more Wraithwings have found their way to me, and they found their way out of their cage, and they found a roach blocking buddy. How nice. Were those the same two Wraithwings? They were. Oh, okay. How did they end up down there? I wasn't paying any attention to where they went. That seems surprising. But alright. Okay, well this looks familiar. So room template zone, huh? That is necessary, since when I go over that, I can't get back. Okay. Oh, okay, so now these open that, alright. Ow. Right, this problem. Okay, so it's like trying to be almost a puzzle to get that mimic onto there, but it's not particularly hard. Thanks, Riches. Oops, I stepped on the arrow. Don't do that. Especially not when you don't have undo. I do have undo, but that would be a much more annoying trap if I didn't. There we go, that's what I wanted. Perfect. Let's just ignore those. I can get away with that. Two Wraithwings ended up there again. Again, let's just ignore those for now. I'll get to them later. This is dangerous. I survived. Oh, there's a force arrow there. Okay. I don't think there was last time. Yes, Mimic, I hear you. Be quiet. Also, I didn't notice that queen there. That would explain why the space was filling up with roaches. Also, I'm stuck. I did this wrong. Okay. So right. Because of this arrow, I have to use this path. The north one is non-viable. I didn't even notice. Oh, okay. Your friends are coming. Your friends are coming. There we go. Alright, pretty sure I can cross that safely now. Everything's fine. Cool. Quiet, Mimic. Alright. Quiet, Mimic. Done. Cool. Alright, so this time all trapdoors. No orbs.
Starting to see a pattern here.
Me too! Alright, so you're gonna have the confidence to attack me because your friends are around. I'm gonna need at least 2 mimics. I see 1. I see 2. Okay. That's my way back, so I probably want to end there. So going south first is an option, it looks like. So, right, this dude might get interesting, but I think he'll actually be pretty simple. Let me just wait here for a moment and deal with these, just so they don't get themselves into a bad place. I don't see any trapdoor gates. Yeah, you're gonna do that, and then this, and then I just want to make sure you're out of that little cage. And actually, let me just... I'd like to get you to me, but you're not going to be that cooperative. Yes, you are. Perfect. Okay. I think I'm good now. Stab this, have him stab that, and I'm done. Cool. Good stuff. Oops, that's not a... There's a pit there. Okay, I guess you gotta help me out. With, what was it, this one? Yes. Could have looked before I drank the potion, but I didn't need to. Alright, that's the east wing. Let's go west. Is this gonna be other, more templated rooms? Better hope you know how to backswipe there. It's important. An out-of-the-way checkpoint. Do I need to use this? No. And I certainly shouldn't, and I can't use this. Okay, so this is definitely more room templating happening here. Starting to see a pattern here. Do I need to use this? No. Yeah, there are no doors that it would benefit me to open as far as I can see here, so don't interact with orbs currently. Interact only with monsters in the sort of interaction that involves me sticking my sword into them. Well, can't go that way. Alright, so a few more evil eyes. This is the safe way to do that. This is a safe way to do that. Now I want to interact with 2 orbs. Those 2. So it's nice that those are at least toggles. If those were closes... Yeah, these are toggles. Oh, but that one's a trap. So since you couldn't inspect orbs... Oh man, this would be terrible. Since you couldn't inspect orbs... orb connections by clicking on them, and you didn't have any undo... better make sure that guy stays in there. Not because of those things I just said, though. Then you just have to hit an orb at random to see what it did. Hope it didn't... Ooh, that causes me a problem. I think I need my Mimic's help, maybe? Yeah, you just have to hit an orb to see what it did. And if it was the wrong thing and it was non-reversible, you'd have to start the room over. Sounds great. Let's see, you'll protect me adequately like this. Great. And you could come with me if I needed you. I'm gonna guess that I don't. I could be wrong. I do. You need to take care of this, because trapdoor and arrows facing each other. Alright. Do you need to do anything else first? I'm going to go in here and assume I don't need the Mimic for anything in here unless he needs to interact with that. Oh, right, and I do need to interact with 2 orbs. This one and this one. So Mimic hits that, I hit this. I think that's all I need. Just make sure he doesn't get himself trapped in the meantime. Which he doesn't have a lot of places to do that, so I'm pretty safe. Alright, let's work on moving him where he needs to go. Somehow. Just be sure it's not too far south here. Alright, you're up there. Careful B-throw. There we go. One more. There we go. Works for me. Oops, well,
Dugan had
you
better
woke
pay
up.
me for each of these rooms.
Say that again.
Dugan had better pay me for each of these rooms.
So that was back when you pronounced it Dugan. There was 1 or 2 of those in newer holds. City Beneath, I think. But I'm pretty sure it is supposed to be Dugan. It is said both ways by B-throw, and probably other characters. Well, no getting around this situation. Guess I'm going north. Oh, no, that arrow's pointing that way. My mistake. Alright, I need to interact with all 4 orbs this time. There are 5 orbs. I need to interact with 4 orbs, not including... There are 6 orbs. I need to interact with all 6 orbs. Okay. At some point I need to go through here. This is probably that point. Can't tell at a glance if that's survivable. At less than a glance, it looks like it's not to me. Yeah, there are at least 2 eyes looking at each tile. None of them that matter, I mean these 2 will, but none of them that matter will see me when I'm anywhere in here. So yeah, that's unsurvivable. Mimic, where do you need to go? Do I need you? You will need to end there at some point. Is there somewhere you need to start? So that's an in, that's an out, so this is still perfectly usable. B-throw himself can go through there. I can't use the... I can use the Mimic and ignore the orbs entirely if I don't need it elsewhere, and I do for... Well, no, hang on. So suppose I use this Mimic here to stab this and ignore the orbs. This no longer has the Mimic problem, so I could go in there and stab those things and get out. So right, so B-throw would go in here. Stab that, everything's fine. Stab those, everything's fine. Go in here, kill those things, kill these, ignore that orb, kill those. Drop that 1 trapdoor. Yeah, I don't see any reason not to do that. Okay. It's a trick, but it's a fine trick. Alright. Mimic, your job is done. Orbs, I don't need to mess with you. Unless I'm overlooking something. But I don't see it if I am. There could be a sneaky evil eye setup here that I'm not spotting. That requires a Mimic to survive, like the one I'm looking at right now. Yeah, I don't think this is B-throw survivable. Okay, need the Mimic. Fair enough. So don't use the Mimic there. Do use it here. Alright, that's probably all you really need to do. And your other purpose would be to hit this orb now, since I do, in fact, need to interact with them since you did not pull your trick. So why don't you clean that up a little bit while I'm doing this? Well, because we can't do both at once. Alright, I'm mostly done with you. I don't want to go that way, I want to go the other way. Ooh. Sure, kill that. Guard my back. And now, come to me. Alright, you go there, you hit that, and your job is done. And mine just about is too. Cool. There are Evil Eyes still alive. Guess I should take care of those, probably. I should have stabbed you while I was in the area. You know what, Mimic? If you're gonna be like that, then I'm gonna be like this. Ah! That was completely unnecessary, but I just felt like doing it. Okay, well, done with that. Let's go north. Are you on anything? Yes, Force Arrow North, you are not. So you're gonna sit there until I get access to that Mimic, which I'm gonna do as soon as I can. Oops. This is all fine. Oops, that's nuts. Okay, I got a weird situation here. I guess the smart thing to do would be to go in here and clear this at the time closest to the next egg cycle so that I can get here before you trap yourself, so that you'll come to me, because otherwise I'd have roaches there and not be able to get back across that bridge to kill them. But this way it works out. I'm not killing that queen. How can that be what the Mimic is for if it has to be up here too? He can't do both. Oh, okay, great. What a silly... Okay. Let's just put a secret wall as part of the solution. Really? Okay. Whatever you say, this is also a secret wall. Alright. So I am now primed to expect that type of shenanigan in this hold. Don't assume that it won't, just because it doesn't in any modern hold. There's an orb there instead of a roach queen. I do have a Mimic eventually. Force arrows are gone. So that's my route this time. Here first. Here second. Yeah, not a lot of choices yet. What's up with this, I wonder? So I'm going to be coming back through there, killing you. I can ignore this entirely. Go back that way, and... Right, so the Mimic will do that. Right, I mean, yeah, that's definitely a Mimic required spot. How do I get to this? Oh, I have to go back immediately and the Mimic has to do the rest. Okay. That's actually pretty interesting. Alright, and these appear to be for the purpose of stopping roaches from trapping themselves in there too deep. Works for me. So why this? Seems unnecessary to me, but I used it because it's there. Alright, what have I overlooked? I'm having a hunch that I've already messed something up. Somebody's going to have to interact with this orb again. And it can't be the... Okay, I had to leave a trapdoor there, because the mimic starts here and ends in there. That's what it is. My hunch was correct. I mean, that's easy enough to do. I'll leave this one. That's my choice. This time I'm going to ignore that mechanism. It seems unnecessary. Okay, you, go away. You too, and you, especially. Come to me. Go in... Oh, not me, you. Go in there. Alright, come closer to me. Okay. Come closer to me. On this axis. No. Mimic. There. Now, trade places, you go in there somehow. Sure. That's what I've done. That should be enough, and it was. Great. That little flood of roaches probably would have been scary back in the day. Okay, Mimic, you can stop it now. Great. Alright, final room in the north. Well, this was a small level. There could be more rooms beyond the level clear gate.
Now, this looks familiar.
Okay, so he has a unique line for each of these. I could have gone to this in any order. Let me guess, there are going to be 3 rooms to the south, all very similar to each other. Okay. So, bunch of trapdoors all over the place. For no particularly obvious reason. Trap there for any roach eggs that are laid, so watch out for that. Don't allow anybody to step there. What do I need to interact with? Definitely both of those. This is my exit. This looks simple, as long as I don't fall into the trap, which I won't. I'll wait here, and that's sufficient. Where did you need to go, Mimic? Do I need you for something? Yes, because that's facing that way. So the Mimic does all the work. That's why all the extra trapdoors, I see. Okay. Don't know what's the best starting point. That's the one I chose. It's gonna be kind of annoying any way that I do it. Yep, sure is. Okay, so you can almost reach that. Can't use the orb, really. Really. Okay, squish. Squish? Sure, that works. Hi, roaches. You're here. I'd kinda rather you weren't, but you are. Well, that didn't work. That did. Yeah, this would be a very different process if I had to very carefully watch both versions of Bithro here. So this room in particular definitely loses something since I can undo. But that's something that I'm okay losing. So, like, I haven't really talked about this much, and I'm not sure I want to now, but I used to play this game with single undo. I switched to 2-turn undo midway through the second sky, then Perfection convinced me to finally turn on unlimited undo, and it stayed that way ever since. So yeah, there are there are aspects of this game that in some ways are made more interesting with more limited undo, but that's not really the way I'm interested in interacting with a puzzle game these days. Because that kind of thing is just repetition as punishment. If you make a mistake, then you have to redo what you did, and I'm not really into that pretty much ever. So there are some sort of philosophical questions there, like what does it mean for a video game punishment to be meaningful? Like, should games have punishments in them, really? Is there such a thing as a game that's too lenient? Like, if I don't have the stress of something bad is going to happen to me, meaning I waste some of my real time if I want to continue progressing in the game, then I'll make different decisions about how I play. I'm just saying that, like, that style of, like, the risk of... So, it's this weird little balancing act where you kind of want the risk, the tension of losing something real if you mess up, but you never want that mess up to actually happen, then it just feels bad. All you want is the risk, but you can't have one without the other. That is the problem. Oh, well, that was the whole level. Alright, I guess that's where I'm ending my my little spiel there. Okay, well that was 6th level. Didn't take long. Alright, I'll see you next time for the next one.